Hi. So have you ever flown like an eagle? They say that eagles, which were once on the endangered species list, are now doing quite well. And several sightings have been found even around here in western New York. In fact, several months ago, I spotted one right here along the Lake Erie. So they're back. In ancient Israel, there was a time when the people were very depressed and discouraged. They cried out saying, "O God, you have forgotten us. You have not remembered us." And yet the writer comes back in Isaiah 40 and says, "No, God has not forgotten you. He knows you each by name. You are not forgotten." And then he goes on to tell them that there will be a day that if they wait and are patient, that they will mount up like eagles on great wings. And they will run and not be weary, and they will walk and not faint. How could that happen to a discouraged people, or perhaps to ourselves when we find ourselves in just really one of those down days and we don't know how we're going to get back together? One thing about eagles, though, that I've read is that eagles have a fantastic vision. Eagles can see wider and farther than almost any other animal. Eagles are able to see in both dark and in light. In fact, an eagle can look right at the sun and not go blind. Now, what a interesting reminder that if we are going to get ourselves out of discouragement, a sense of loneliness, and being just a victim of life's circumstances, we too have to develop a very broad and long-range vision. If we have that vision, we will see how God is our strength. Now that's hinted at the writer to the Hebrews in Isaiah 40, when he tells the people that he sees them with his eyes. They're in his eye. Metaphorically, of course, he is speaking here. He has not forgotten them. Do we see God in our eye? In our mind's eye? In that spirit eye? Such a deep vision can help us to be lifted above those times of discouragement and depression and being down. Eagles also have a tremendous ability to wait. I read that eagles will never eat dead meat. It must be fresh and alive, and they'll fly hours over dead carcasses and roadkill until they come to that which is fresh. How much do we stop mentally for garbage and that which is only adding more violence and negativity and hopelessness to our lives? How many times have we watched a movie or listened to a show and we felt at the end like it was just a complete waste of time? Well, it wasn't, because all the time it was programming either love or fear, positive or negative thoughts in our minds. Be patient. Wait. Wait for that sense of oneness with God. The other thing that I read about eagles is that they are in love with storms and bad weather. In fact, when a great storm comes, an eagle will fly off its perch right into the storm. It feels invigorated, enlivened. Its senses are all there again. It loves storms. Oh, here in these winter months, people are afflicted with depression, with cabin fever, with seasonal affective disorders, and we try to do things to get our spirits up again. Well, embrace the winter. Embrace the storms of life. As the Apostle Paul wrote to the Corinthians, such afflictions only serve to magnify the glory which is within us. So face the storms of life and wait patiently. Renew your vision in your oneness with God, our eternal source, and you too will take up wings as a great eagle and fly, run, not be weary, and walk and not faint. This is Pastor Dave at the Wayside Presbyterian Church in Hamburg, New York, wishing you that desire, the ability to fly like an eagle.